Lincoln Tunnel, through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the New England Patriots. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. It's brought in by Harris.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Jones looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
3 yards remain for second down.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. It's been a long game for you.
Throwing is Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets, on just 2 plays, have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will... Start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass! Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams would be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. On the give, this is Harris. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
These two teams, Charles, the Jets and the Patriots, great rivals in the AFCs going back to the beginning of the Super Bowl era. Been a long time. Now, of course, in the recent memory, the Patriots, they have dominated, and that's capital D dominated. But, you know, change comes eventually, and the Jets, they've got a new coach, new quarterback. And this rivalry, you feel like it could get very interesting again in a hurry.
Absolutely, because as we learned in 2020, it's no longer Tom Brady is guaranteed to win the division because he's no longer there. And we saw Buffalo take command in 2020. So this division, more open than it's been for the last 20 years or so.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Jones. This is caught. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
So the completion there from Zach Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, trying to slow him down?
Well, to me, it's sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could, but I'd force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. Make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And a completion to Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. To throw again is Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Certainly good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack. Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Patriots. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's a run characteristic of Damien Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And to the surprise of many, the New England Patriots made a huge splash in free agency. And on the first day, they added Hunter Henry from the Chargers. 5 years there, career-high 60 catches last year. He expects that number to go up in New England.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots are back within a score. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action now. Wilson. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A big play there for the Patriots. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got Dorsett complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, Wilson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
22 brings up 2nd and 8.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's caught. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Joker, Joker.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On 3rd down, Hall, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Dorsett.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Throwing, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Thornton.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they try the right side here. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
2nd down and goal. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Jones. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Harris. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
Now, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
They run for it with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Patriots are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Wilson rolling to his right, and that would not to be. It's incomplete, so they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, flush to his right. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's got Gronkowski yet again. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
To throw again is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Dancing to his left. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for New England.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
$13 yards remaining on second down.
From the gun, Jones. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw. Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the fourth quarter. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Switch, switch, switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hall. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Wilson now to throw on third down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
But that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coach.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down. I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Hall, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, 30 yards. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And, oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kwan Williams.
And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Wilson to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win. But the amount of points that they did, boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.